Hey guys, this is Tim. I recently received this bolt and nut gauge and thread checker from the manufacturer to do a review. So let's take a closer look at it and give it a try. If you're like me, over the years, you kind of hang on to some of the nuts and bolts that you have left over from various products from time to time, and they may or may not necessarily be sorted by size and length and so forth. So that's where this bolt and nut gauge and thread checker comes into to play. So let's take a closer look at it. You have 22 matrix size bolt checkers as well as 22 different size thread checkers in the matrix side. And then the standard size, you also have a 22 uh, thread checkers as well as nut checkers as well. This is a very heavy gauged aluminum. It weighs like 4.43 pounds. On the back side, you have 4 rubber feet that you can lay that on any kind of surface, and it'll kind of keep it in place, minimize it moving around as you check. You do have a couple of holes here on the top that you can hang up onto the wall and use it to sort the various nuts and threads. So the matrix goes from size 3 millimeters all the way to 24 millimeters in thickness. And then your standard size goes from 632 coarse uh, on this side, and then you have fines on this side. So you have 6 to 1 inch coarse and 1 inch fine. So in all, you have 44 different checks that can be made between the matrix and standard sizes. Okay, let's take this nut here and start on the matrix. About what size? It's too big. That won't screw on. Okay, that's screwed on all the way. That's on a 12 millimeter metric size. Okay, let's take this small nut here, give it a try on the matrix side. And that doesn't want to go on there. And that stops at the thread, so that's not correct. Go to the standard size. Okay, that's threaded. So that's a 1/4 inch -20 coarse nut. Okay, let's try this short bolt here. That doesn't want to thread, it stops there. Let's go to the metric side. Okay, threads into that. This is an 8 millimeter size thread bolt. Okay, here's a very small little bolt. That doesn't want to go in all the way on the matrix side, so let's go to the standard size. Too big. All right, so this screws in to the size 832 course. Another thing I want to point out on the side, if you look down here on the very end, you have a measurement in centimeters. And then on this side, you have measurements in inches. So if you want to measure the length of a particular bolt, then you can do that in terms of inches. This is a 3-inch bolt here. So if you're in the need of purchasing additional nuts or bolts, that's where this bolt and nut gauge and thread checker comes into play. Another great thing, when it's not in use, you could hang this in your garage or shop. So you can use it here on the wall, or you can use it on a tabletop as I demonstrated previously. So I'm very impressed with this bolt and nut gauge and thread checker. The quality, it's very heavy duty aluminum, only weighs about 4.4 pounds. You have the rubber feet on the back side, and again, it can be hung on the wall. Very easy to use and makes the job at sorting leftover nuts and bolts to sort those appropriately by size and by length. So I highly recommend this bolt and nut gauge checker.